It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. And it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
Autumn has arrived in the Mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. At CD, it was a bit of a hectic offseason for the Ravens. The questions at quarterback, they went all the way till draft night. But in the end, Lamar Jackson is back, and these folks in Maryland, they couldn't be happier.
No, they couldn't, and listen, they'll take a hectic offseason if it ends this way. Lamar Jackson back, taking every snap for their Baltimore Ravens. Brand new offensive coordinator. Don't be surprised if the ball's in the air a little bit more than what we've seen in the past.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Lions, they're going to be a pretty trendy sleeper pick. I feel obligated contractually to mention that they've only won one playoff game since 1957, and that number gets more and more impossible every year. But finally, Charles Davis, can they break the string in 2023?
Break it, snap it, cut it, whatever you want to use. This Lions team, I fully expect to be in the playoffs in 2023. I like the way that they're being built.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here. And under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. And season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Rumors of Goff's demise? Greatly exaggerated, it seems. Boy, what a big year he had last year. 29 touchdowns. It led the Lions to their first winning season since 2017. Under his leadership, the Lions expect to make the playoffs for the first time in a few seasons.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's Goff. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Shelling through the defense. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Back to throw, Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To the air again. Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
All the talk of Jackson leaving the Ravens this offseason was just that. Talk, as the two sides hammered out a deal that made him the highest paid player in the NFL. And why would they want to separate? When he has the ball in his hands, great things typically happen.
And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson leaves it with Edwards on the draw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Jackson now off the bootleg.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at the 42.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Throwing, Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Here's a 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. One last shot for Jackson.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stated